Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Bloodborne. In this episode, we're gonna be heading deeper into the forest, which we kind of started in the last episode. Okay, I'm really far away from that. I think I checked how many Bloodstone shards I had in the last episode as well, but definitely not enough for upgrading my pistol. So yeah, the forest, or Forbidden Woods. Pretty open area, but a lot of fun. Even though this first part is pretty easy. Actually, the entirety of this area is pretty easy, maybe with the exception of the boss. The bosses, I should say, can be a little bit tricky, but hopefully we're not gonna have trouble with this. I don't think I'm gonna get to the boss in this episode, but you never know. You never know. Anyways, since we're locked onto this crow, might as well kill it. Or crows, I should say. Alright. This is where the Buckethead NPC is, right? The one that you can summon in the DLC. He should be beyond that door, which we'll circle around to eventually. Alright. Standard enemies, except, of course, we gotta be careful of these traps here, which I think everyone is familiar with. Giving you more twin bloodstone shards, I think at this point the game is making it clear that if you don't have an upgraded weapon, you really should. Good thing I got that riposte, because that would have been annoying if I hadn't gotten that. Thinking of what the best place is to drop down to these guys. I can never exactly figure out. Should get some Molotovs. Do I even have Molotovs left? No, yes I do. Yes I do. I just didn't see them. The question is, do I want to waste them against these enemies? This is actually a pretty tough section. At least it killed the dogs. What the hell was that? Did I get a drop attack? That was really bizarre. Like a weirdly delayed drop attack. I think these guys are throwing oil urns, if I'm not mistaken. So if I walk into the fire now, it's gonna hurt. Wonder if I can... Yes, I can. Thank you, Beast Cutter. You do help a lot, actually. Starting to like this weapon a lot. Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. Oil urn plus fire. Not a pleasant combination. I think it wears off though after you get hit once. So yeah, when I first picked up the weapon, I first tried it out. I, for a while, thought that I might have made a mistake picking this weapon. But now I'm really liking it. I know when to use... I think I know when to use the transformed state, I should say. It basically has insane range. So that is the tactic with it. You gotta use it to outrange your opponent. Because up close it's not that good because it takes a shit ton of stamina. And it doesn't deal a huge amount of damage. But combined with what it can normally do... Oh yeah! This reminds me that I did miss the beast blood pellets in Old Yarnum. Yeah, Old Yarnum. Apparently these things are super useful. Every speedrun uses them because... Well, oh shit, did I activate the trap? Yeah. For a while I did not know what they did. The beast blood pellets, I mean. Because there's a meter that goes up. But when it fills up, it doesn't do anything, and I didn't read up on it, so I had no idea what this thing did. But apparently, well, first actually, let's talk to the NPC in here, who... There we go. Yeah. So this guy gives us the tonsil stone, and it's kind of hinted at to be Patches. Patches is a spider in this game. So the tonsil stone, don't even know what the kind of description on it is. A lattice deformed rock or perhaps a meteorite appears useless but possesses some odd gravitational force that prevents its riddance. A dubious soul once said, step lightly around the blah blah blah. Okay. So essentially this, if you hold it and you get captured by one of the amygdala monsters, it will transport you to the Nightmare Frontier, which is an optional area. Lore-wise, basically, this is again a Lovecraft thing, because I just read this somewhere, but apparently Lovecraft in his stories, basically dreams are real places, kind of like, almost like alternate dimensions. And Bloodborne follows that same formula, you know, from the Hunter's Dream, Nightmare Frontier, Nightmare of Mensis. All of these places, while technically they are dreams, they are actually real physical places. Alright. Oh, this asshole. Just in case you haven't got captured yet. Not gonna be able to backstab it. Shit, yeah. That's bad. Oh man, these things are honestly the worst. Because it's an enemy specifically designed to kill you. Which I guess all enemies do that. But because it's like an entrance to an area, he's like extra annoying in that respect. There we go. At least you dropped something. So yeah, we can now, I think, access the Nightmare Frontier, but maybe not just yet, because the monster does deal damage to you and frenzies you, so it might just like straight up kill me if I try and do that. I was talking about something before, got onto the topic of... Was I not supposed to? Oh, no. This guy, yeah, I know. I remember what he does. It also releases the hounds, this switch, I think. Or something. I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, the beast blood pellet. So it turns out what it does is it increases your damage. Holy shit, that did not knock me off. I'm like unbelievably lucky. It increases your damage, but it also increases the damage you take. And that meter, when it fills up, when you kill enemies, the more that meter is filled up, the more damage you take from enemies. And the reason why speedrunners use the beast blood pellet is because it allows you to deal some pretty insane damage, even if you don't have like a very upgraded weapon. And I honestly should go back for the other ones as well, because I really should use these things. Again, I never used them because I had no idea what they did. I'll see you. Oh, actually, that's not the best. Should drop down and kill him. There we go. I'm gonna save these Molotovs. This is kind of like an oil swamp or something. So you do take damage if you use fire here. That's why those Molotov cocktail enemies are kind of annoying up there. Perfect chance to use this. But yeah, you know what? Let's use one. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. But yeah, I'll try using beast blood pellets. It's good for like an aggressive playstyle. Shit. Haven't missed a parry against one of these things in a while. It was bound to happen eventually. Man, what I actually need right now is some normal bloodstone shards instead of twin. But again, I think the devs are like, hey, hint hint, you should get your weapon upgraded at this stage. They do the same thing in Dark Souls 3 as well. After a while, they kind of just like throw Titanite shards and then large Titanite shards at you. Okay. This is where the fucking cannon is. Such a weird thing, this cannon. Especially since you can use it, but I don't know like what exactly you'd ever use it for. There we go. Not exactly hurrying through this area, by the way. I want to kill everything. Pick up as many things as I can. I'm only 11 minutes in, about. So I think we'll make decent progress here. That was the cannon, I think. By the way, I finished the fist weapon challenge run yesterday. For anyone who hasn't watched it. And I talked about it on stream, but the next thing I'm gonna be streaming, which that stream is gonna start. Oh, come on, try locking onto the other one. The next stream is of course gonna be starting next Saturday. It's gonna be a Demon Souls run, not a challenge run for now. I decided against doing a challenge run for now because I haven't played the Demon Souls in ages. So I thought I would do like a normal, just casual run, play through the game, and then when I get a little bit reaccustomed to it, then go ahead and do a challenge run. So yeah, if you wanna see me play Demon Souls again, join us next Saturday at 6:30 Central European time. It's gonna be fun getting back to Demon Souls. Okay, let's see this cannon. I always fire it at least once. Yeah, again, it's gonna be fun getting back to Demon Souls. Haven't played it in ages, and I'm interested to find out how difficult I'll find it. Because to be honest, it's certainly not the most challenging Souls game. To be honest, it was the first, so you can't really expect it to be crazy, even though it has its tough moments and annoying moments as well. I think one of the things that Demon Souls really suffers from, well, it's two things. The first one is the bosses. To be honest, aside from a few standouts, none of the bosses are too challenging or too interesting. I mean, if you just look at something like the Leechmonger or the Dirty Colossus, none of those bosses are what you would call interesting. But again, there are some real standouts like the, what's it called, the Penetrator, King Gallant, Flame Lurker. And the other thing that I think kills Demon Souls a lot is the lack of equipment and weapon variety. You know, they did that thing which they kind of abandoned after a while, that they had male and female exclusive equipment. So even like the already limited supply is limited even more by the fact that you can't wear some equipment based on your gender. And down there, just as a side note, is Bergenworth. That is the College of Bergenworth. Yarnum you can't see from this building, but is over that way. So yeah, that's where this whole thing is started. The whole kind of Bloodborne journey. Because Bergenworth, of course, as we know, was the... Well, they were the first people to find the tombs underground. Okay. This is where the cannon is. Which... Wait, how do you get to this thing? Oh, you don't have to... I don't remember having to... Oh, no, okay. I was like, you don't have to jump, do you? And no, you don't. Luckily. They save you the pain of forcing you to jump. Which is a smart move. Oh, and here is the NPC. This asshole. This is the guy that kills other NPCs.
On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast?
Which one are you talking about?
Thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along.
I think it's talking about the one in the building.
The hunter. Would you know of any safe havens?
Yeah, we'll send him to Odin.
Thank you.
I think he eventually transforms into a beast.
Last time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own. Oh, you give me hope. Take this.
Alright. Thanks for the blood cocktail. So yeah, this guy eventually does transform into a beast, which I've actually never seen, so try doing it in this playthrough. There we go, this is it. The mighty cannon. Would be more fun if it didn't use 10 quicksilver bullets, but unfortunately it does, so yeah, but still, it's a cannon. Who doesn't like a cannon? Alright. We'll look at it in a little bit. First of all, I don't have the strength to wield it. I think it needs 30 strength, which is pretty high. Large prototype firearms fashioned by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs. Use of this weapon is equivalent to toting a mounted cannon, complete with its ridiculous weight, staggering kick, and lavish use of quicksilver bullets into battle. Such a monstrosity was doomed from the start, and indeed its development was cut short. Yet, against impossibly gigantic foes, it might be just a thing. That's the other thing with Bloodborne. If you don't have the stats for an item, you can't even equip it, which honestly I think it's kind of a shame, because sometimes I want to see, you know, maybe how a weapon or piece of equipment looks, especially weapons, but you can't even wield it. Can't even put it in your hand. But yeah, the cannon is absolutely insane. I don't think there's any point in using it. It takes, aside from like, you know, fun, maybe you can fire off a couple shots. It takes 10 quicksilver bullets, so you get 2 shots, and that's it. Unless, you know, you use the sacrifice your HP for quicksilver bullets, or you have maybe one of the runes. But it does do, I think, an insane chunk of damage, like it says. Here he is, Buckethead, the new NPC added from the DLC.
Members of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know?
How does that helmet work?
Beasts, freakish slugs and mad doctors. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League?
Well, it's the first covenant we have available, so might as well. So yeah, this is probably the first covenant anyone will have access to. I think they added this guy because one of the problems with this game is that covenants come very late into the game. You can still, you know, co-op and things like that, but not in the way of a covenant. Should we? Honestly, I don't really feel the need to. No, we'll just go on. So yeah, you can only access covenants, the other covenants, very late in the game. So I think they added these guys just to have something earlier. Thing is, covenants in this game don't really matter in the sense that you can still PvP and co-op just as easily without a covenant. So yeah, well, not PvP in the sense that like you can invade. You do need the Vile Bloods covenant to invade. But yeah, I've honestly never found PvP too much fun in this game. Or I shouldn't say that. The problem is that because of the healing system, it's kind of the same thing as with Dark Souls 3. Shit. And I'm kind of disappointed that they went the same way in Dark Souls 3 with the healing, in that it's so quick using a blood vial that in PvP, like, your opponent basically gets free heals. And I thought you know they would learn their lesson from Demon Souls, where PvP matches were basically just like 2 hits, heal, 2 hits, heal. At least, you know, you're limited here with how many blood vials you can carry. But still, that's the reason I've never really enjoyed PvP, because it's like everyone gets free heals. So, yeah. Plus, the problem was with this game is that the matchmaking was pretty broken when the game first came out. In that you'd have to wait like 10 minutes for a single invasion. But yeah, it's kind of a shame because I did like PvP a lot in Dark Souls 2. And I still like Dark Souls 2's PvP system the most. I think they really nailed that aspect. And now with 3, the arena helps a lot. Again, I've said this in one of my other videos, I think in Dark Souls 2 or something. I just wish that the arena actually had rewards in Dark Souls 3. Because right now, aside from leaderboards and just for fun, there's absolutely no point in PvPing in the arena. So hopefully in the next patch they add where you can get your Covenant item if you win a PvP match. I think that would really help. Don't even know why I'm killing these guys. This area you can pretty much run through if you want. Although there are a few things would be good to pick up. Okay. Shit. That couldn't have gone worse. I was trying to sneak up on him without luring out the snake. Did I just get grabbed? That's an instant poison. Maybe a kill as well. Yeah, that's death. Oh well, it was bound to happen after a while. Pretty much the slow poisoning was a guaranteed death at that point. But yeah, I think they will change, maybe, hopefully, the arena system in Dark Souls 3. Not gameplay-wise or anything, just the fact that you could get a reward. God, I don't want to lose these blood echoes. That's 35,000. It's a few levels at least. So we'll try getting back without dying. The capes do go crazy on elevators though. I will say that. There's like some weird gravity system with them. There are so many paths you can go through in this area. I think I'm like basically above where I was. Oh hey, that's not good. Shit. This is the last guy I wanted to aggro. Thank you. Should guarantee the kill, I think. Yeah. On wake up, it did. Why not? I just missed. I tried to do a jumping attack into a plunge, but did not quite work out. Yeah, I knew that this would be a good weapon in this section. The normal threaded cane works well as well. Make sure to take out everyone because I don't know how far these guys would follow me. I don't want to risk it. Damn. My poison resist is really low. Probably because I think Gascoigne's set has good poison resistance. This one apparently doesn't. It said it's good for lightning. I could... You know what? this is what we're gonna do. That damage was not as impressive as I thought it would be. You know what? We'll Molotov him to death because really don't want to risk it. That was worth the few Molotovs. You can buy them after a while. I don't exactly remember which badge you have to pick up to have access to Molotovs. Maybe I already have it. I think it might be the powder kegs badge. Alright, I think we're done in this section. Of the forest, I mean. It's pretty much a dead end at this point. Oh yeah, the big snake. Kill it? Yeah. These guys do drop these gem imprints quite often. It's just the murky ones are not the best. They inflict poison, which, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never once managed to inflict poison on anyone in this game. Or anything, even. Let's not mess around here, because I'm gonna fall off and die, which I'd prefer to avoid. Is that the set? I know that there's a set here. A pretty cool one as well. Oh, hey. You're exactly who I wanted to see. Man, why do these things deal so much? Did they always deal this much damage? Okay, you're dead. But I don't remember it. Maybe I just use my range all the time. Alright, you're dead. There's one more, I think. Let's see. Haven't gotten a sneak attack. Although you would think with all the snake heads, these guys would be able to see behind their backs. But I guess not. Oh, a bloodstone chunk. Nice. Not gonna be enough for an upgrade because I think you need 2. Because it's 2, 6, 8. For an upgrade level, I think. Wonderful. Kinda didn't want to aggro the big guy. Although, you know what? Wouldn't say let's make a run for it, but that's kind of what we're doing. The hell was that? I honestly don't know what made that noise. Shit. And it's at this point that I'm a little bit lost, which is not the best. Anyways, we'll keep killing these guys. Because whenever there are this many enemies, that is bound to lead to something good. These things also have a habit of running into the fire and getting themselves killed. Although it hasn't happened yet. I think I'm going backwards. I'm almost 30 minutes in too. Oops, that was a mistake. What the hell was I even trying to do? This is the set. No. I'm looking for the set because that's how I orient myself in this area. I know that once you find the set, I kind of know where to go from there. But so far... Oh, this is where the alien is. First alien in the game, who does a lot of damage. It's a celestial emissary. Okay, I know where we are now. These things aren't even aliens. I think the lore kind of suggests that the healing church, especially the choir, who's like the kind of like the elite of the healing church, kidnapped children, especially orphans, to experiment on. And it's never made clear, but it is suggested that the emissaries are those children. It's not gonna reach. Yeah. If you haven't noticed, your character kind of throws like shit in this game. Okay, I got a lot of aliens following me. And yeah, they can shoot lasers, so you gotta be careful. The ones that have the thingies growing out of them. And you definitely don't want to get killed by these lasers. Or hit, I mean. Killed as well. Alright. Is that the stamina rune? I'm not sure. I think it might be. But yeah, so that's what... I think the lore implies that the celestial emissary are those orphans that the choir experimented upon. Because even the top of it, where you find these guys, it is called the orphanage. But who knows? Alright, I think that this is a good place to wrap up this episode. We are near the shortcut back to the lamp. I'm gonna definitely go back once I reach the lamp. First of all, we picked up a bunch of new runes, or gemstones, gem imprints. Second of all, I have 61,000 souls, and I've been getting behind on using my consumables as well, so we'll do that as well. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Bloodborne, and I'll see all of you next time. Goodbye.